Howdy, Cowboys Nation. Amigo, welcome to another round of news about our beloved team. We are the greatest team in the world, and yes, we will return to the Super Bowl. Come with me, let's talk about our beloved team. We're about to take a wild ride through the latest and greatest happenings with America's team. This isn't your ordinary sports update. It's a full-on expedition into the heart and soul of the Dallas Cowboys. We've got twists, turns, and a dash of that good old Texas charm to keep you entertained. So, before we dive headfirst into the gridiron drama, do us a solid favor, wrangle that subscribe button. Subscribing isn't just a click, it's your ticket to join us on this epic journey. Help us corral our way to the impressive milestone of 8,000 subscribers. Lasso that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and let's kick off this football fiesta with gusto. Cowboys Nation, your support means the world to us, so let's grow and enjoy the ride.
Cowboys Nation, hold onto your hats because Micah Parsons is making waves with some bold declarations about his future in Dallas. In a recent interview on the Stephen A. Smith Show, the star edge rusher expressed not only his confidence in remaining a Cowboy for life, but also his unwavering belief that a Super Bowl victory is on the horizon. Parsons, the skilled and dynamic edge rusher, left no room for doubt when he reiterated his desire to be a Cowboy for life. This commitment, paired with his ambitious goal of winning a championship in Dallas, is music to the ears of Cowboys faithful. Parsons didn't shy away from addressing the Cowboys' recent playoff disappointments, stating, "I believe you gotta fail to win." This acknowledgement of setbacks as learning experiences showcases the young player's maturity and determination to overcome obstacles on the path to success. Now, let's talk business. Parsons is set to hit free agency in 2026, but the negotiations for a contract extension could start as early as this offseason. The 24-year-old is poised to become the highest-paid edge defender in the NFL, with a performance record that speaks volumes. However, there's a catch. Dallas finds itself in a bit of a dilemma. With key players like quarterback Dak Prescott and wide receiver CeeDee Lamb also approaching crucial contract junctures, the Cowboys must navigate a challenging financial landscape. Prescott, entering the final year of his deal, and Lamb, set to become a free agent in 2025, add complexity to the team's decision-making. Retaining the trio of Parsons, Prescott, and Lamb is the dream scenario for the Cowboys. Yet, the financial realities may force the team to carefully consider the combined cost of these star players and its impact on building a Super Bowl-caliber roster. As the Cowboys navigate the complexities of contract negotiations and roster management, the goal is clear: a Super Bowl victory. Micah Parsons is not just talking the talk, he's determined to walk the walk and etch his name in Cowboys history. Cowboys Nation, what are your thoughts on Micah Parsons' bold declarations? Do you believe the Cowboys can secure a Super Bowl with Parsons leading the charge? Drop your insights in the comments below. Cowboys Nation, gather round because we've got some sizzling gossip straight from the Lone Star State. Y'all won't believe the latest buzz swirling around Dallas, and it's hotter than a Texas summer day. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the buzz is all about none other than Derrick Henry, the tank from the Tennessee Titans. Now, I reckon Henry's bulldozer style might not fit snug in McCarthy's Texas-sized defensive scheme, but sometimes you gotta kick up some dust, right? The Dallas Cowboys ain't afraid to shake things up, and this news is hotter than a Texas summer. Imagine the impact of Henry bringing that raw talent, professionalism, and grit to the Cowboys. With McCarthy's contract riding into the sunset, it's crystal clear that Dallas is gearing up for one last rodeo towards the Super Bowl. Could Henry be the missing piece to the championship puzzle? Let's wrangle up a good old debate. Can Henry bulldoze through those short yards, explode on those long runs, and even snag a few passes? Is it time for the Cowboys to kick it into a new gear and embrace some power football? Howdy, y'all. let's talk about the pros and cons of bringing in this football juggernaut. On the pro side, you got that brute force. Henry's like a freaking tractor, changing the game's tempo and paving the road for the rest of the team. The X factor, the constant threat of a big play taking the heat off Prescott and the air attack. Plus, he's got that Super Bowl champ title and proven leadership, serious mojo, y'all. But hold your horses, we gotta look at the cons too. Fitting into McCarthy's short and quick pass philosophy might be like trying to stick a square peg in a round hole for Henry. And there's this mileage issue. He might be on the downhill slide of his career and could be more injury-prone than a bull in a china shop. Oh, and let's not forget the big bucks. His hefty paycheck could tie the Cowboys' hands in the draft and free agency. And here's the kicker, bringing in Henry would be like doing a 180 on the Cowboys' current playbook. It's like changing the whole dang game plan. Cowboys Nation, what do y'all think? Is Derrick Henry the missing piece to take Dallas to the Super Bowl, or would it be a reckless acquisition that disrupts the team's tactical system? Share your opinions in the comments, and let's discuss this electrifying scenario together. Yo, Cowboys Nation, gather round because we got some hot gossip straight from the Lone Star State, a big shakeup in the Cowboys. The buzz around the water cooler is that the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott are gearing up for some serious contract talks as the looming deadline approaches. Now, let's take a stroll down memory lane. Back in the day, Jerry and Stephen Jones immersed themselves in the art of contract negotiations under the guidance of Bob Ackles. One timeless lesson they learned? The first guy to pick up the phone just lost the negotiations. Times have changed, but some principles endure. Fast forward to today, and we're talking about Dak Prescott versus the Cowboys in negotiations that are set to kick off. The quarterback is entering the final year of his $160 million deal signed in 2021, with a hefty $59.4 million cap hit in 2024. The Cowboys, facing a critical decision, must balance spending elsewhere in roster building while ensuring Prescott doesn't walk away in free agency after 2024. The original plan was to restructure, but if agent Todd France pushes for Prescott to become the highest-paid player in NFL history, Dallas might have other ideas. There are three potential paths in this negotiation maze. 1. Leave the cap hit as is. 2. Balk at a record-setting deal and take chances. 3. Move the money around with voidable years, a Band-Aid solution. The arguments are set to unfold. France highlights Prescott's MVP runner-up status, league-leading numbers and touchdown passes, and QBR. The Cowboys counter with their holistic approach, pushing for compromise to avoid an overwhelming cap hit. But here's the kicker, the clock is ticking. Dallas must be cap compliant by March 13th, making this negotiation a high-stakes game of chicken. As Stephen Jones once said, deadlines make deals. Is Dak worth as much as top-paid QBs like Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Herbert? That's not the real point. This negotiation is about the cost of doing star QB business and whether Dallas is ready for a long-term commitment. As Jerry Jones famously said, somebody's got to call somebody. March 13th is on the horizon, and the negotiation launching phone call is about to be made. The deadline is coming, and Cowboys Nation, the suspense is building. Get ready for a showdown in the negotiating arena. What are your thoughts on the upcoming contract talks? Do you believe Dak Prescott deserves to be the highest-paid player, or should the Cowboys take a more strategic approach? Share your insights in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates as the deadline approaches.